Mike Sierra 1 can't handle the truth.
You're a cheat and a swindler. That's what you are. How can you do a thing like this?
I am authorized to assure you these rumors are based on hysteria and are absolutely false. I repeat, these rumors are absolutely false.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining me once again as I take yet another look at the relentless lies of Mike Zeroh. In today's video I will be taking a look at fake emails, fake live streams, and believe it or not, Zeroh's faked death. Yes, you heard that right. Zeroh actually faked his own death for views, but more on that later, in what I hope will be a short, but hopefully another insightful look into how this guy's lying ability knows no bounds.
This actually comes from a personal contact of mine, somebody that I have been in contact with ever since May of 2014, who has indeed handed me over information in regards to Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Zeroh claims to have had an email sent to him from a contact he knows who lives in Ireland. The first thing that struck me about the email is the one thing that would drive home the truth and validity of the email, and that's the date. Without the date, what is the point in claiming this email is genuine? The date would not be detrimental to the leaker or source, so why not include it? Then we have the title of the email, Star Wars Episode 8, but the bulk of text is about Episode 7 and the events within. I can only speak from personal experience, but in the right-hand corner, the two numbers you can see should denote how many emails you have open, or you are reading, against how many emails you have in your inbox. In this case, one of 14, this will be important in a few minutes, but if this is incorrect, please let me know in the comments. Zeroh held back on this leak because he was asked not to share this with anyone at this time. It is a very compelling leak. There are certainly plenty of things he has got right. But when you take into account that this video from Zeroh was posted on the 13th of June 2016, and The Force Awakens was released on December the 14th, 2015 in Los Angeles, and December the 18th, 2015 in the United States, it kinda pushes everything under the bus when it comes to being authentic. Zeroh held onto this so-called leak for 2 years, 1 month, and 13 days, because he was told not to talk about it. I would suggest the film came out, he watched it like everyone else. He then sent himself an email via another account, pretending to be a leaker or source. He then added it to this video that we are talking about, to give the next section some form of validation.
So, with that being all done and said, let me give you the email that he sent to me not too long ago. Here it is, and this is the Star Wars Episode 8 scene description in regards to Luke Skywalker.
Right off the bat, there is no date again. The title of the email is the same, and the main bulk of text just reads like a typical Mike Zeroh video. Overcooked and has far too much information, which is all wrong anyway. I would also like to draw your attention back to the top right-hand corner of this email, and the number. He hasn't spoken to this person since May 2014, and yet in all this time, that being 2 years, 1 month and 13 days, his inbox has only increased by a factor of 1. And this might be a little tenuous, but take a look at how he signs off from the email in the last sentence, and listen to how Zeroh used to finish his videos.
Anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments.
He wrote all that himself, and as such not only did he embellish everything, he even wound up the email with his own phrase, but I will concede, that might be going a little too far on my part. This next section I will go through reasonably quickly, as it really only serves as another reminder, and enforces the fact that Zeroh is never forthcoming with facts, regardless of how innocuous they are. The truth, or facts, are not going to hurt anyone, but for some reason he can't divulge anything about anything to anyone.
Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties on YouTube's end with server issues and a bug of some sorts, we didn't really get to that, and we also planned to do it earlier this morning, which also failed, and other YouTubers out there seem to also be having problems with live streaming. So I just wanted to personally apologize, and I'm very sorry about the inconvenience, and we will be getting to that and rescheduling the live stream. And in case you guys have no idea what it's going to be about, essentially we're going to have some exciting people on board of this live stream in the coming weeks. We have to actually replan all of this and reschedule it, and we're gonna have a nice little commentary over one of the Star Wars films.
That was from a 6-minute video where Zeroh is telling everyone that he is sorry that he couldn't do a stream because YouTube had server issues. The only time he wants to put out a stream and the server goes down, not once, but twice. What are the odds? He also mentions interesting people. but he feels obligated not to tell us who these interesting people actually are. What possible harm could it do to tell us or anyone remotely interested who these people are? But it doesn't matter, I guess, because the stream never happened, and it never was going to. Those interesting people went off and found more interesting people of their own to be interesting with, and Zeroh was left in the lurch, because he still hasn't rescheduled, and that was over 2 years ago now. I guess the channel needed another kiss of life, and he just came up with that golden nugget, knowing only too well that no one in their right mind would go on a stream with an out-and-out fraud, so he made an excuse and put the blame squarely at the feet of YouTube. And finally, take a look at this. I need your help. This is serious, not a joke. It hardly screams of anything untoward, does it? But this is a video that really takes the biscuit when it comes to how far someone is willing to go to help promote their channel. And this is all this video is about. It's about self-promotion. And how does Zeroh do this? He wants to reassure everyone that he isn't dead. But he didn't put that in the title, or give any clue as to what it was about. Captain Vague has done it again. He threw out the bait, and now he is reeling them in.
Now, I don't usually make a video like this, but this is something that is quite serious and something that I desperately need to address.
I don't usually make a video like this. Well, that's an understatement.
So, this morning, I would say about around 6 a.m., I actually woke up to a lot of messages on my official Facebook, and of course, I was also getting a lot of comments on my YouTube channel saying, of course, you know, rest in peace, Mike Zeroh, sad to see Mike Zeroh go away, all these different comments, and I was able to actually message some of you guys who were addressing this to me personally on my Facebook account.
Behavioral psychologists have stated that when it comes to people who lie, they either tend to do one of two things. Either they give very little information, or go way overboard with details that are simply not needed. And why is he using the term, of course? This makes it sound like it's an everyday occurrence. I'm not going to go through the whole video, because as with all of his videos, he tends to stomp around on already covered ground. So I'm going to scrub through the video, and just stop it at the main point he raises over and over again.
And I was able to actually track it down to a group of people that were actually spreading comments that were writing things like, rest in peace Mike Zeroh 2020, Mike Zeroh has died, and of course another one like, Mike passed away, so sad. All these different comments to me were actually quite shocking. I don't know why, you know, this was happening so suddenly. What I really want to tell you is that I am perfectly fine and okay. I'm not dead. I'm alive and well, doing perfectly fine. And I really want to give a big shout out to a group of people that actually reached out to me first on Facebook. I want to give a shout out to, I'm not going to reveal their last names obviously, but to Kevin, Justin, Nick, Brandon, Patrick, Mike, and of course, lastly, Jennifer. So I just wanted to really kind of just tell you guys, if you could reach out to anybody that's actually falling for this, thinking that I am dead or that I have passed away, if you could just let them know that that is not true and that I am doing fine. This was a really strange thing. But if you could actually just share this video with whoever you can that follows the channel to let them know that I am perfectly fine and okay, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, and just off track here for a second, if you guys do want to follow me on Twitter, it's actually at Mike01. I don't know if you guys ever realized. I would really encourage it and be very much appreciated if you guys can really just share this video around and let others know. Stating that Mike Zeroh was arrested. And this is also not the case and not true. I just want to point that out directly to all of you guys. Once again, if you could just let others know, either share this video or not even share the video, if you guys want to just reply to other people's comments that you see that believe that I have either passed or that I have either been arrested, that's of course not the case, that we were going to start doing live streams with some exciting people. That is still on, and that is actually still in the works and is being planned with very exciting people, mind you. And that will be done sometime in July, maybe even August, depending on our schedules, because of what's been going on around the entire world. So I just really wanted to point this out to all of you guys out there. Once again, if you guys could just help me out there and just either share the video, or if you don't want to share the video, that's fine. If you guys want to just point it out to other users that are indicating that they believe that those two major things happened to me.
In a video that should have lasted around 2 to 3 minutes, Zeroh stretched it out to 10 minutes and 38 seconds of just repeating things about the comments that were posted, or just asking you to share the video as much as possible. He also dropped another hint about streaming, but never mentioned the server issues that he used as an excuse earlier in this video. I have looked for posts that one would assume would still be floating around in the ether, but I can't find a single comment to even suggest that multiple platforms were swamped by the comments Zeroh claimed were out there. I really think that this was nothing more than a push for the channel, to also get people to start clicking on videos to see if they could find any remnants of these comments that a small group of people started, and they haven't touched him since. If it was some form of targeted attack on Zeroh, why just stop there? Why not keep it going? If anyone can find proof of these comments, I would love to hear from you in the comment section and a link to where they are. This is just another prime example of Zeroh's lies, and using his subscribers to get the word out there. You may agree, you may disagree, but these are just my thoughts as to why things don't sit right when it comes to Zeroh. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you with another video soon.